Hey guys, Killix here, the #1 version collector in North America. If you're still hunting hidden artifact appearances in Legion Remix, I made an entire YouTube Shorts playlist with step-by-step guides for every single hidden artifact on every single class and every specialization. All of these videos are under 1 minute and walk you through everything you need. I'll have the full playlist linked in the description for easy access. My future plans are to have these in written format and posted on Echo's Maxwell.gg website in the future, specifically in the World of Warcraft section over here on the left. Eventually I will be updating these to the retail versions once the Legion Remix ends. Check me out at twitch.tv/KillerKTV and join the Doodoo Farmers Discord if you need any help with these. I want to make the goal of this video extremely clear. A lot of you requested a full compilation, so I'm taking every single individual YouTube short and combining them into one long YouTube video. These are the same exact clips as the shorts, just stitched together. I'll be going in alphabetical order by class. I'll also try to add any information I may have missed after posting these YouTube shorts in the video specifically. Use the timestamps to jump directly to your class and specialization. Before we start, let's go over the main rules, guidelines, and just universal tips for hidden artifact appearances, or just artifact appearances in general. This section is long and detailed, but every part of it is important. If you skip these fundamentals, you will waste a lot of time during your farm. Before diving into the individual class, you need to understand that these universal rules, they apply to every single hidden artifact appearance in both Legion Remix and retail. Also, make sure to use completionism.com to track your artifact appearances, specifically on your account. You just have to refresh your account and merge everything manually. Number 1, you must complete the Specializations Artifact Weapons questline. You can only obtain a hidden artifact appearance on a character that has fully completed the artifact weapon questline for that specific specialization. Using the artifact weapon skip does bypass you having to finish that questline. However, I still personally finished every single questline first before farming these hidden artifact appearances myself. For example, to earn the Restoration Druid hidden artifact appearance, you must first finish the Restoration Druid artifact questline and obtain the Restoration Druid artifact weapon first. Number 2, each hidden artifact has 4 total tints, or each artifact appearance in general. Tint number 1 is unlocked when the first obtained hidden artifact is learned on your account. This is an item you must right-click while being in that class's specialization, which does some role-playing when you do so and teaches you your hidden artifact of that class's specialization. Tint number 2. This is unlocked by completing 30 Legion dungeons on that same character after unlocking Tint number 1. Tint number 3. This is unlocked by completing 200 world quests after unlocking Tint number 1 on that character. Any expansion counts, including the War Within or future Midnight expansion. Tint number 4. Kill 1000 enemy players after unlocking Tint number 1. This cannot be earned on Legion Remix, you have to wait for retail to do this one. These objectives must be done on the same character. You cannot split progress across alts, so Alt 1 cannot complete 15 Legion dungeons, and while Alt 2 completes 15 Legion dungeons to earn the 30 Legion dungeons. One character with the hidden artifact Tint number 1 unlocked must complete 30 total Legion dungeons. Number 3, do you need to be in the correct specialization to loot the hidden artifact? It is not confirmed 100% whether you must be in the spec or have the loot spec set for the weapon you are farming to drop or be acquired. Anyone that says so or says anything otherwise is just completely talking out their ass and has no proof. Most hidden artifacts can be acquired in any specialization, but there are rare exceptions such as Blood Death Knight and Protection Warriors on some accounts that bug out and cannot be looted until the proper specialization was actually selected or ran as that specialization. These are very rare cases, such as Feral Druids not being able to loot the 3rd Moonstone unless they're in Feral specialization, Protection Warrior having the Protection hidden artifact spawn as any specialization, either Arms or Fury, but not being able to loot it unless they spec into Protection. This is not proven, it's just a coincidence or actually how these work for some players. It's all hearsay when it comes to hidden artifact appearances, nobody really knows 100%. I personally looted myself the Feral Druid one as Restoration on purpose just to test these theories, and I've looted the Protection Warrior one as Fury. So it just seems to be buggy at this point. To be safe, farm the hidden appearance while playing the specialization that the appearance belongs to. and selecting your loot specialization to the same specialization. For example, if you're farming the Blood Death Knight appearance as Blood, you want to do it as Blood specialization with loot set to Blood. Number 4. Many hidden artifacts can be earned as low as level 10. You can get most hidden artifact appearances on fresh level 10 characters in Legion Remix. However, leveling up will make the process easier and faster. You can also use multi-character methods for farming multiple chances per day, such as creating several monks to loot multiple kegs for the Brewmaster appearance. You just have to earn the weapon questline on these characters yourself. Personally, I kept everything on one character, but you do you, boo. Number 5. World tier mode does not matter. Always farm these on normal world tier if you're killing mobs, as it's much faster. Heroic world tier does not increase drop rates for any hidden artifact appearances. However, in some of these guides, you'll see me swap between Heroic World Tier and Normal World Tier mode to hop between shards and phases and realms. Number 6, remember to track your progress with completionism. Use that tool to keep everything organized, or use a notepad or WordPad. Number 7, you must be the correct specialization to use the hidden artifact once you've looted it. The actual hidden appearance item must be consumed while in the correct specialization. For example, the Twisting Anima of Souls from Blood Death Knights must be used while you are spec'd Blood. After learning the appearance, log out then log back in. The in-game UI does not update until you do so with hidden artifact appearances. So most people will get their hidden artifact appearance and go to their transmog tab, look for it and not find it and be like, what the hell, Blizzard? Where's my weapon? Just relog. Number 8, progress towards Tint unlocks is character specific. Nothing is account-wide other than the actual appearance tint once unlocked. This means you must complete 30 dungeons on the same character, you must complete 200 world quests on the same character, you must earn 1000 player kills on the same character that you've earned the hidden artifact on. You can do each one of these on 3 separate characters, but why would you do that, right? Just keep it all to one character. Progress cannot be split across alts. However, once Tint progress has been earned on a character, it applies to all hidden artifacts for that class on that same exact character. So for example, if your Paladin unlocks the Holy Paladin hidden appearance and completes 30 dungeons, 200 world quests, and 1000 kills, the tints that you complete are automatically unlocked for Retribution and Protection on your account. Even if you do not have the Retribution or Protection hidden artifact appearance unlocked yet. Note that to unlock the Retribution and Protection number 1 tint, you must acquire those hidden artifacts and learn them on that class or character. Only tint number 2, number 3, and number 4 are unlocked as long as you've completed them on Holy in this case. You still must earn tint number 1 by acquiring each of the specialization's hidden artifact manually, but the tints that require dungeons, world quest, and PvP will auto-unlock retroactively and begin progress once only one hidden artifact appearance is unlocked on that class. Number 9, across all 12 classes, you must complete 360 Legion dungeons, 2,400 world quests, 12,000 player kills. Those totals represent 30 Legion dungeons, 200 of any world quest, and 1,000 PvP player kills for each class, done specifically on the class or character that you've unlocked at least one hidden artifact appearance on. Number 10, any Legion dungeon difficulty counts. Normal, heroic, or mythic. The fastest 2 options are Maw of Souls, just clear everything and run through and teleport out at the end, or Darkheart Thicket, stay mounted until the last boss, kill the last boss, get out of combat, then teleport. You do not need to equip or transmog the artifact weapon for progress when unlocking tint number 2, number 3, or number 4. Number 11, you will earn no progress towards tint number 2, number 3, or number 4 on a class until you unlock tint number 1 for any specialization of that class on that specific character. Once tint number 1 is unlocked on at least one specialization, all progress for tint number 2, number 3, and number 4 begins for every hidden artifact appearance on that same character. Note that progress is not retroactive until you've earned at least one hidden artifact appearance on that character. So if you complete 1000 kills right now, but you haven't unlocked a single hidden artifact appearance, once you do so unlock that one hidden artifact appearance on that class, you will start at 0 out of 1000 player kills. Number 12. There's a macro that you can use to track dungeons, world quests, and PvP progress on the character that you are logged in. Just copy and paste it or create a macro and press it while you're logged in on the character to check your progress. I'll have this link down in the description for you guys. As of recently, every single hidden artifact is 100% confirmed to be obtainable by me personally in Legion Remix. So if you're not getting the drop, it's not bugged, your luck just sucks. Number 13, just some friendly advice from your neighborhood doo-doo farmer. If you're a madman like me and want to collect every single artifact appearance for all 12 Legion classes, all 36 of them, you need to stay organized. The best way is to keep a simple WordPad or Notepad file and manually track what you've unlocked and what you still need. Or you can use website spreadsheets, completionism.com, Data for Azeroth, and all sorts of custom-made spreadsheets by people. Do not try to farm everything at once. Set small goals, pick a class or a specialization, and chip away at it as you play. This grind is one of the longest and most tedious collector projects Blizzard has ever made. It is one of the most confusing and frustrating and annoying grinds you will ever do in WoW. It will take a very long time to finish, but if you pace yourself and track everything properly, you won't burn out and you'll make steady, permanent progress on your entire account. The Twisting Anima of Souls comes from the final chest in the Withered Army training. I did this on normal world tier mode. Heroic mode doesn't improve the drop rate. You can unlock the world quest called Withered Army Training by finishing the Suramar storyline up to the quest called Building an Army. You must earn the achievement called Nightfallen but Not Forgotten. It's about 40 quests long. Check Wowhead comments for the exact steps. Kill everything for the highest score. Rescuing Withered and small chests don't boost the score or the drop chance for the hidden artifact. Always stay above 10 withers so you can open every single door. If you're low on ancient mana, you can farm them all around Suramar by looting these crystals. If your item level is low, I recommend skipping Furog at the end or he'll wipe your entire army with his stomp. I got mine with a score of 681 on normal world tier mode at 590 eye level. The Frost Death Knight hidden artifact is one of the easiest to get. All you need to do is kill the Soul Taker's world boss in Stormheim. These are located at the top right of Stormheim at Shield's Rest. You'll see a world quest once they're active. It's been confirmed that in Legion Remix, the drop rate is not 100% from the world bosses, so you might get unlucky, but the chance to drop is still very high. Legion Remix is by far the best time to farm this, since the world bosses rotate daily instead of every 7 days like on retail. This appearance can also drop in retail for multiple bosses inside Icecrown Citadel on 25-man Heroic, but the drop rates are extremely low here, so keep that in mind if you want to keep grinding it out like this. Before you start farming this, make sure you run Call of the Forest with Dreamweaving for 100% ability recharge every minute and a half. And don't forget to use your Remix Time ability. Anytime you cast Apocalypse, there's a small chance to spawn a special army of the dead ghoul. You'll know it happened because he speaks and says, "Why have I been brought back to fight for you?" When he expires, he drops Professor Putricide's Lost Journal. You must spawn your own ghoul. You can run this macro to check if you've read the book. Check the description for the entire link. Reading the journal unlocks Putricide's secret lab. The trapdoor will now be visible in the right-hand side alcove next to Dark Summoner Margot. Make sure you set your rate to 10-man normal or you'll disconnect when you take the trapdoor. Once you teleport in, fight through the cave and kill Stitchwork and loot your hidden artifact appearance. In order to actually get the hidden artifact appearance, we have to first loot an item called Candril's Charm. This item can come from any monster inside Suramar and completing any world quest in Suramar. I recommend just farming the spot here until it drops. It took me about 5 minutes to get. Once you've looted the item, you'll have to head to an NPC called Candril Twin Shadow. Continue her dialogue and then she'll knock you up into the air to fight a monster called Downfall. While you're in the air, he'll constantly knock you back. Just use your glide ability to get back to him and kill him. If he dies in a weird spot like he did for me, you can just try to loot him, but if you can't loot him, just relog or do a load screen and the item will get mailed to your mailbox. Head over to your Demon Hunter class hall and head downstairs. Doesn't matter which way you go, you can go either left or right. Downstairs, you'll see a Fel-infused crystal. Right-click this and be teleported to the main area. The crystal is located near a Fel Lord named Loramus. At this point, you'll see a Fel book. Note that this is a daily lockout, so if you've already killed it for the day, you won't be able to right-click the Fel book again. If you don't see the Fel book, that's fine, just wait a few minutes. It actually has a respawn timer. If you right-click the Fel book, you'll spawn a big demon. Killing this demon has a daily chance to loot your artifact hidden appearance. You can do this by yourself, solo. Your first step is to reach Exalted with the Dreamweaver's faction on the Druid that you want the appearance for. Legion Remix makes it extremely easy thanks to the Dreamweaver's Champions insignias, which gives 2,000 reputations per use. Once you hit Exalted, head to Sylvia Heartsorn in ValSha. It's the reputation vendor for the Dreamweavers. You're going to have to buy the item called the Seed of Solar Fire. Make sure you have this item in your inventory before going to farm the dungeon. The final item you need is called the Pure Drop of Shah Drasil's Sap. This only drops if you are exalted with the Dreamweavers on the Druid that you're farming it on. And it comes from the first boss in Darkheart Thicket on any difficulty. The drop rate is very low, so be prepared to run this dungeon multiple times. In the Feather of the Moon Spirit, you must collect 3 stones. One is in Hinterlands, Feralis, and Duskwood. All of these are reached to portals inside the Emerald Dreamway. You'll know they're up by using these macros. Make sure you check the description for these macros. Each day, your first Dreamway entry has a chance to trigger a screech inside your chat box. If you don't get one, try again tomorrow. Every screech points to one of 3 locations. If the screen grays out, don't worry, it won't teleport you. After collecting all 3 stones, return to the Dreamway and target a new NPC called Ella Lothan and type /sit while inside cat form. The macros take time to update. Use them a few times after entering the Dreamway. If the stones don't appear or are not lootable, relog, switch to Feral Specialization, or try looting them while inside cat form. Make sure your macros say the stones are up before going to look for them. The Mark of the Glade Guardian drops from Ursoc in the Emerald Nightmare raid. This can drop on any difficulty. In Legion Remix, you get 4 chances every single day by running LFR, Normal, Heroic, and Mythic. The drop rate is pretty low, so expect to run the raid for a few days before it finally drops. You don't even need to tag the boss or be near Ursoc for the item to drop. You just need to be inside the raid when he dies. Retail, you need the Evergreen Order Hall talent, but in Legion Remix, you only need your Restoration Artifact questline completed. After that, you can plant immediately. The Acorn of the Endless comes from the 2 plants you grow inside the Druid class hall. The 2 planting spots are at these coordinates. Simply right-click the 2 soil patches to plant your seedlings. They take about 3 to 5 daily resets to fully grow. They're meant to grow in only 3 daily resets, but often take 5 daily resets, and they never change size while growing. Both seem to be bugged right now. When they're fully grown, you will now be able to loot them by right-clicking them. If you see that there is no loot option, that just means the hidden artifact didn't drop. The Acorn of the Endless has a very low drop rate. You must have the Resto Artifact Weapon questline completed for it to drop, but you can loot the hidden artifact on any specialization. Head over to Horos at the Infinite Bazaar and purchase the item called Designs of the Grand Architect. This will cost you 10,000 bronze. Originally in retail, this item is bought from Hobart Grapplehammer in Dalaran for 8,000 gold. Note that if you're exalted with Kirin Tor, it will cost 6,400 gold. You must finish your Beastmaster Artifact questline to see this item in his vendor. You do not have to finish your entire Class Hall campaign. You just have to acquire Titan Strike for this to show up. This one simply just requires Revered with the Court of Ferondis Legion reputation. Once you're revered with Court of Ferondis, head over to Veridis Fallen in Aszuna and buy it for gold. All you have to do for this one is kill Ursoc in the Emerald Nightmare raid. It can drop on LFR, Normal, Heroic, or Mythic, giving you 4 chances every single day in Legion Remix. You do not need to be Survival Specialization or have Survival Loot Specialization active. It can drop for any Hunter Specialization you have. Just remember, the drop is very low, so be ready to run this raid multiple times before it finally drops. For this one, you'll have to polymorph 5 specific mobs all around Legion. The first one is in Aszuna. It's named Cliffwing Hippogriff. Second one is in HighMntn. It's called High Peak Goat. Third one is in Stormheim. It's named Plains Runehorn Calf. The fourth one is in Suramar. It's named Heartwood Doe. The fifth one is in ValSha. It's named Wild Dream Runner. If you're having trouble sheeping the mobs and them giving you credit in game, make sure you attack the monsters and make them hostile and then sheep them. There's also a macro you can use to track which monsters you have polymorphed already, so check the description for that. After sheeping all the named monsters from part 1, teleport to your class hall. There is a 1 time per day chance for a volatile sheep to spawn. You'll see an emote in the chat. Right click or run into the sheep to explode it. Head to Stormheim at the Runewood. There are 8 total locations an extremely volatile sheep can spawn. You'll have to right click it or run into it to explode it. After this, we'll heart to Dalaran. From Dalaran, we're going to go to Stormwind and then head to Elwyn Forest. Or we'll have to take the Zeppelin from Orgrimmar to Stranglethorn Vale. Once you get to Stranglethorn Vale, just fly all the way up north to Elwyn Forest. We're heading over to the Tower of Azora. Screen turns gray, that's okay, just keep flying. Speak to Metcalf and kill all the sheep and him once he spawns. The Stars Design item can drop from most monsters inside Suramar. It also appears to drop from any Suramar related enemies across multiple zones, with plenty of confirmed drops from the Nighthold raid and even the Halls of Valor dungeon on any difficulty. I personally farmed mine at the Gilded Market inside Suramar. I did this on 2 separate mages, constantly alt-tabbing in between both. This one took me a while to get. You can mix open world farming with raid runs or focus on raids entirely. Both methods work and it comes down to personal preference. While farming, I queued for LFR in between pulls, mainly Nighthold, so I could stack as many daily chances as possible for the drop. Just make sure you're looting everything. Keep in mind that if you farm dungeons or raids, they can drop from any difficulty. Teleport to your Mage class hall of the Guardians. Upon teleporting to your class hall, there is a chance for a crackling sound to appear in your chat when you are in your order hall. If you receive this specific emote, head down here to the portal room. Any of these portals you take will teleport you to the Frostfire Ridge. Keep in mind the chance for you to hear the sound is daily, so you can't spam teleport to keep trying to get it. If you don't see the emote for the day, check back in tomorrow. Once you teleport to Frostfire Ridge, you'll see an NPC named Sindrek. Simply follow this NPC and right-click the blue crystal to unlock your Frost Hidden Artifact skin. The Legend of the Monkey King is super easy to get, it just needs a bit of luck. You don't need to be Brewmaster Specialization, and it's been confirmed to drop as low as character level 20. You just need to complete your Brewmaster Artifact Weapon questline. After finishing your Brewmaster Weapon questline, teleport to your Monk class hall and head to this spot. Inside this building, you'll find an object called the Bubbling Keg. You can right-click this keg once per day per character. Any extra clicks will not give loot. If the keg isn't there, just wait a few minutes, it'll respawn. On retail, you need the tier 2 brewhouse upgrade, but in Legion Remix, you only need your Brewmaster Artifact questline done for the keg to spawn. You can also use this in-game macro to check if you've used your daily chance. The keg also gives random items you can use as buffs on your monk. All you have to do for this one is kill the Dragons of Nightmare inside the Emerald Nightmare raid. It can drop on LFR, Normal, Heroic, or Mythic, giving you 4 chances every day in Legion Remix. The drop rate is very low, so be ready to run this raid multiple times before it finally drops for you. The loot specialization you have picked for this one does not matter, you can get it as any monk specialization. Stormfist comes from the final chest in the Withered Army training. I did it on normal world tier mode. Heroic mode doesn't improve this drop rate. You can unlock the world quest called Withered Army Training by finishing the Suramar storyline up to the quest called Building an Army. You must earn the achievement called Nightfallen but Not Forgotten. It's about 40 quests long. Check Wowhead comments for the exact steps. For the drop, kill everything. Rescuing withered or looting small chests doesn't help with the actual score. Your final score increases your chance for the hidden artifact, which only drops from the final big chest. Make sure you stay above 10 withered to be able to open every single door. I recommend skipping Furog, the giant troll, at the end if you're low eye level. I did this at 590 eye level, and I also received a 621 score on normal mode. Check the full hidden artifact guide playlist down below in the description. The Lost Edicts of the Watcher has an extremely low chance to drop from demons in Legion. It's also been confirmed to drop from Legion invasions in each of the 4 zones, as well as Antorus the Burning Throne raid, and even the zone Argus. Any sort of demon from there. I personally farmed mine at Faranar in Aszuna, killing every single demon there. The Spark of the Fallen Exarch comes from the final chest in the Withered Army training. I did it on normal world tier mode. Heroic mode doesn't improve the drop rate. You can unlock the world quest called Withered Army Training by finishing the Suramar storyline up to the quest called Building an Army. You must earn the achievement called Nightfallen but Not Forgotten. It's about 40 quests long. Check Wowhead comments for the exact steps. For the drop, kill everything. Rescuing withered or looting small chests doesn't help with the score. Your final score increases your chance for the hidden artifact, which only drops from the final big chest. Stay above 10 withered to open every single door. Ignore big chests unless you have a ton of withered, and if you're low on ancient mana, just fly around Suramar and loot crystal clusters all over. I got mine with a score of 626 on normal world tier mode. Head on over to the Infinite Bazaar and speak to Horos. You'll purchase an item called Shard of Darkness. This will cost 100,000 bronze. After this, we're going to head back to our class hall for the Paladin Order. You're going to talk to Lord Maxwell Tyrosis. Speaking with him with the shard inside your inventory and following the dialogue will unlock a brand new quest. Once you picked up this quest, head back outside to the Dalaran Flight Path Master. Speak to the Flight Master and head to Arceus. After a short flight path, you'll meet him here. Talk to him again and start the RP. Follow him down the path and do the RP. Make sure you're clicking the items twice once they pop up to complete the actual quest. After that, head back to your class hall and speak to Maxwell. These volumes have very long respawn timers, so you might have to wait a bit for some. You must be spec disciplined and have Lights Wrath equipped when starting. In order to even see the books, head over to your class hall and speak to Archivist Inkforge sitting on the bench. Pick the middle replies and choose Take the Book. This will give you your first volume. Head back to your class hall and in front of the Draenei Anchorite there will be a book on the table. To the left of Meridol Lightspark, there will be 4 stacked up books. To the right of those books will be the annual. Head over to Violet Citadel in New Dalaran right next to Archivist Elysiana. The next one will be in a place called New Heartland in Old Dalaran in Dragonblight. Once you arrive here, you'll head inside, go left, and then left again, and then right. The book will be located right above this bookcase over here. To the right of Eternus, next to the stack of Chrono Queries, are randomly spawned books as well. I found the Scholomance one here. I also found the Karazhan one here as well. The Scarlet Halls one can spawn here as well. The next one is in a cave in Stormheim. Killing the rare called Inquisitor Ernest Bach will drop the item for you. Next up, we'll have to kill a rare called Artificer Lothair inside Suramar. In Aszuna, Queen's Reprisal, there's a rare called Chief Bitterbrine. Kill this rare to loot your final volume. After the first boss in Blackrock Hold on any difficulty, you'll head inside this room here and turn to the left. The annual will be on the table right here. Once you have all 12, head back to Archivist Inkforge and hand them in. First, you need to reach Exalted with the Valar Jar. You must be Exalted before any of the items can actually drop or be purchased. Once you hit Exalted, head to Valdemar Stormseeker in Stormheim at Valdisdal. This is the Valjahar Emissary, and by the Rod of the Ascended. Your final piece is called the Crest of Lightborn, which drops from Herja inside the Halls of Valor dungeon on any difficulty. This can also drop from Mythic plus Keystones as well. After this, you just combine the items to create the Staff of the Lightborn. The Claw of Nazat drops from Il'gynoth and the Emerald Nightmare on any difficulty. In Legion Remix, you get 4 chances every day by running LFR, Normal, Heroic, and Mythic. The drop rate is also pretty low, so expect to run the raid for a few days before it finally drops. You also don't need to tag or be near Il'gynoth for the item to drop. You just need to be inside the raid whenever he actually dies. You can be anywhere inside the raid. Head into the Underbelly in Dalaran. You can use Noswin's vouchers to teleport to the Infinite Bazaar to turn on Heroic World Turn mode. After turning it on, use your Noswin's voucher again to teleport right back. Check the phasing to see if anything is up on here, then use Temporal Retreat to head back to the normal phasing. Do this every 15 minutes when your voucher's cooldown is back up to check both shards. Rares seem to spawn a lot more when the guards are active, while chests spawn a lot more when PvP is active. Remember, Sightless Eyes don't drop here, so you can't farm the Rat Stallion mount with this method. The Cipher of Broken Bone can drop from any Underbelly rare. It can also drop from the big golden chest that spawn all around the zone. You can see this on your minimap as well. To begin, you'll need an item called Emanation of the Winds. The left half drops from Dargol the Underking inside Neltharion's lair. The right half drops from Ash Golem inside the Vault of Warden's dungeon. Both pieces can drop on any difficulty, including Mythic plus Keystones of any level. Once you've collected both halves, head to Stormheim and speak to Thrimjaris. If you don't see Thrimjaris, you have to complete 3 out of 8 chapters of the Stormheim campaign to unlock this NPC. Once you're on the questline Javi's Test, you'll eventually reach a quest called Cry Thunder. This is where you'll set Thrimjaris free and she becomes available for the hidden artifact. You see this grapple, make sure you click it and complete the quest. Once we complete the quest Cry Thunder, head back to Thrimjaris. Speak to her and choose the second option, and then continue the dialogue and you'll get a quest. Head over to Horos at the Infinite Bazaar and purchase the Tome of Otherworldly Venoms. This will cost 80,000 bronze. Originally, this item is earned from the Mist of Pandaria Burial Trove minigame requiring the key to the Palace of Lei Shen, and this has a very low drop rate, so make sure you get it now while it's practically free. First off, head to the Underbelly inside Dalaran. You can use your Noswin's vouchers to teleport to the Infinite Bazaar to turn on Heroic World Turn mode. Once you've done this, use your extra action button to teleport right back. Check the heroic phasing and then use Temporal Retreat to check the normal phasing. Do this every 15 minutes or when your voucher's back up. You can use this to swap between 2 different phasings inside the same zone. The Lost Codex of Amani can drop from any Underbelly rare and from the big golden chest that spawn around the zone. Rares seem to spawn a lot more when the guards are active, while chests spawn more when PvP is active. Remember, Sightless Eyes don't drop here, so you can't farm the Rat Stallion with this method. Check the full hidden artifact guide playlist down below in the description. The Warmace of Sharvala has 3 confirmed sources. It can drop from the HighMntn world boss Flotsam. It can also drop from Aszuna world boss Levantus. Both of these world bosses only spawn when their world quest is active, so make sure the world quest is up before heading out to farm these. If you get unlucky or the world bosses simply aren't available, you can farm the Trial of Valor raid instead. Helia drops this appearance on any difficulty. And in Legion Remix, you get up to 4 daily chances by running LFR, Normal, Heroic, and Mythic. The Coil of the Drowned Queen can drop from any boss inside Eye of Ajar on any difficulty, including any Mythic Plus Keystone level. You can use the LFG system to queue up for the dungeon and actually find a group this way, or you can head on over to the actual dungeon itself if you're powerful enough to solo it or have friends to help you get it. I personally got mine from the second boss on Heroic mode on my very first kill queuing LFG. You can also drop from any trash mobs, but the rate is insanely low, so your best bet is to just focus on the boss kills and loot any trash along the way. Check out the full hidden artifact guide playlist down below in the description. First need an item called Grimoire of the First Necrolite. I farmed mine at the floating ship called the Soul Render in Aszuna at Suramar. Next, collect 13 Skulls of the Executed. These only drop from Warden's rare Elite World Quest and Legion zones. The World Quest must be active for you to get a skull. You can't spam kill the same one over and over 13 times unless the World Quest refreshes. Use this weekor to check active eligible World Quests up on your map. I'll link it in the description. Not every World Quest can drop a skull. World Bosses and regular Warden's World Quests do not drop skulls. After you have all 13 skulls, go to Dalaran. Take the Chamber of Guardian portal. Go all the way down and on the right take the portal to Karazhan. In Deadwind Pass, use the skulls at the Executioner's altar to summon a boss named Satael. You must first loot 5 great quality Eredar heads in order to be eligible to loot the Visage of the First Wakener. You can loot these as any Warlock specialization. I farmed mine by killing Eredar supplicant monsters at Faranar Aszuna. You can use these coordinates here for all the spots that I farm personally. I'll have this down in the description for you guys. After you loot all 5 great quality heads, the Visage of the First Wakener can drop from the same monsters that drop the grey heads. The drops follow a strict progressive flagging system, meaning you will always get the heads in order. Once a head is looted, it becomes flagged as complete, which makes you eligible for the next one in the sequence and eventually the Visage itself. I didn't vendor any heads. I'm not sure what happens if you do. Check the full hidden artifact guide playlist down below in the description. As soon as you enter your Warlock class hall, talk to Mile Wraithborn for the Ritual of Doom quest. After picking up the quest, we're going to head over here and click this demonic gateway and we'll be instantly teleported to another realm. Once you're here, cast your Ritual of Doom ability. It's the extra action button. You're going to need at least 2 other Warlocks to click the demonic ritual. This will in turn spawn a demon. You can do this in a party or a raid. One of you will randomly die, so make sure you soulstone yourself. Once you kill the demon, he has a small chance to drop the artifact appearance. It is a daily lockout, so check back tomorrow if you don't actually get the drop. Note that this zone is not instance content, so Legion Remix is the perfect time to grab this while everyone is here doing it. If you want every class guide, check the full hidden artifact playlist in the description, and catch me live at twitch.tv/KillicateTV and join the Doodoo Farmers Discord today. As soon as you enter your warrior class hall, talk to Mastersmith Helgar. Every day after reset, he has a small chance to offer a special dialogue option. If it's there, you'll get the quest. After picking up the quest, go to Dalaran by the Flightmaster and talk to High Overlord Sarfang. Then go back to Mastersmith Helgar. Then head over to the dueling arena on the complete opposite side of where you were just at Helgar. Upon jumping inside the arena, Sarfang will spawn. After fighting him for a little bit, he'll forfeit. When he knocks you back, just charge him so you don't fall off. After completing the quest, just jump off the platform to get teleported back up, and head back to Helgar. Make sure you're in the arms specialization to actually learn the artifact appearances. Your first step is reaching Exalted with the Valar Jar on the warrior you want this appearance on. After hitting Exalted, all the items can now drop. You'll need Skull of Sharthos from ValSha World Boss Sharthos, and Skull of Nithog from Stormheim World Boss Nithog. Both only drop if you're Exalted with Valar Jar. They can also be very rare drops from the Skyhole Chest of Riches inside your class hall. Another method is to kill Odin in the Trial of Valor raid. You get 4 chances: LFR, Normal, Heroic, and Mythic. Once you loot the chest, you have a chance to get the drop. Your final item is called Haft of the God King. It's dropped by God King Skolvald inside Halls of the Valor dungeon on any difficulty. The Burning Plate of the Worldbreaker has a random once per day per character chance to spawn on top of the treasure piles inside Neltharion's vault. This item is pure RNG with a once per day chance per character. The cave entrance is located in HighMntn at the Path of Home. You just need your Protection Warrior artifact questline completed to loot it. The Burning Plate of the Worldbreaker can spawn on top of any of these gold piles inside Neltharion's vault. The drop rate is extremely low. Players have reported checking every day for over 3 months without ever even seeing one. You can use this macro to check if the artifact appearance is actually up once you log in and enter the cave for the day. Check the description for the information on how to use this macro and the class trial method to cheese this. If this helped you, drop a like, leave a comment, and let me know which artifact weapon you're working on right now down in the comments. I stream every night at twitch.tv/KillKTV if you want live help with any hidden artifact appearance, Legion Remix farming, collecting, or just anything else in general. Make sure to join the Dude Farmers Discord if you have any questions as well. And remember, every single one of these hidden artifact appearances is still obtainable and will continue to be obtainable even after Legion Remix. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.